So, I just got back from a little bit of a power walk. And let me tell you something. It takes an awful lot of power for me to walk anymore. But enough about that. So anyways, I thought I'd step outside. Kind of cool off a little bit. Maybe drink a little bit of beer here. And take in some sky observations. And to where we basically had quite a little bit of the ball of light today. We also had quite the white haziness to go with it. So there was quite a little bit of filtered light. But still, I was not able to sit out here. That's just too much. And a lot of glare to where I cannot see what I am recording. And I have my brightness up all the way once again. This is what we have way down yonder. And by my guesstimations, that thing is continually on its pathway northward. So I've only basically seen it set in the western location once or twice. And up overhead, mourning dove. They've been hanging out quite close to my apartment today for some unknown reason. But I'm sure that this will not be the only recording that I'll be doing before the night is ended. Just a lot of strangeness about these clouds. There we go. You know, these are nothing more than yuck clouds. There's no true outline or definition to them. They're just blech. Look more like smoke. Yeah, I really don't like those ones. And as they move overhead, this is how they now appear. Look at these. Okay. So, I am going to pop a squat and get comfortable once again. And we're going to look at this for a little bit. And speaking of looking at something, you know, I recall in past times to where I would look directly at the ball of light, the orange ball of light up in the sky, and then closing my eyes and seeing a giant blue dot that would last for a good minute or two. Nowadays, if I should happen to look at this thing and then shut my eyes, I see multiple blue dots. Anybody else have the same experience? And don't go yelling at me about staring at the sun. I mean, after all, There are cultures out there that purposely look at the sun and reportedly have better than 20/20 vision. Alright? So I don't need to hear any jaffa about looking at this ball of light. In which it is very, very bright right now and obstructing what I am trying to see. So I'm going to wait for it to go down a little bit more and go from there. I caught it a bit late, but there was a rumble of a jet. There's been quite a few rumbles of these jets. They've been flying right up overhead and up above the cloud that you see. I just caught one coming out over this way. There's been at least 3 of them associated with this one single cloud. Just an observation, that's all. What do you see? Now I just noticed something. I am not seeing any clouds off in the distance, and that is from where any clouds are coming from. And then this one here, just all of a sudden, boom, there it is. We do have this one over here. Kind of strange looking. I don't think I'm going to stay out here much longer. I think it's time for me to head in with a Saturday night matinee. See what kind of horror type genre entertainment I can find. But I might sit out here for a few more minutes, just out of curiosity, which always kills the cat. So I had just packed up after making a recording stating that I was going inside to enjoy the Saturday night matinee. And which another reason for me going in was because I was getting bit by a mosquito, and then there was suddenly even more mosquitoes. So while I was inside, I was reviewing some of the recordings that I have thus compiled, and I noticed that the camera was actually picking up a lot more than what I was actually able to see in regards to clouds. So much more. And so I thought I would come out, and instead of ending with that previous recording that I had done, that I would go ahead and step out for one last explanation and one more recording, because I had noticed that some more clouds were moving in. And I know that this is the night that I should be out here constantly recording. See, this is what I'm talking about here. And what I am seeing compared to what the camera is actually seeing is a far cry difference. But as stated, I am going to retire for the evening. Even with sights like that, I'm going to call it a night. Have a great one.